Right, so I believe this is recording. Hello, everybody. Um, okay, so this is a little strange for me because I don't know. I'm just gonna have to probably just hide this somewhere. All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming back to my channel. If you're watching this, my name is Saif Sekalala, and without further ado, let me get started with what this video is about. So, I just wanted to. There are two videos I'm going to do today. All right. The date, by the way, is February the 17th, 2025. Okay. And there are two videos that I'm doing today. Just kind of, I don't want to say, there's an expression, quick and dirty, but but in my case, not dirty, but just quick and kind of to the point. All right. So the first video I'm going to do is about to give you some background information about this other video that I did, the last video that I did for LinkedIn. Okay, so I rather on YouTube, but I also always post everything on my LinkedIn channel, my LinkedIn page. Excuse me. That is my primary kind of big word alert dissemination dissemination platform. Okay, and this is it right here. So there are five kind of points. There are 5 points I'm going to go over in this particular video. Okay, and so the first thing, and in each for each point, just trying out something creative here. Uh, for each point, I'm gonna I'll use pictures. I'll use Google image pictures. Okay, excuse me. Just have a sip of some water here. All right, so number one, let me just give so the video. In this video, I'm giving a background. I'm giving you some background information about the origins of this other video. Okay, and in case I'm pretty sure you can all see it. Okay, the politics of language, knowledge, and self-improvement, part one. But when I was coming up with it, I just there was a much simpler idea, that I wanted to express, and it's been kind of, should I say, gelling in my mind for quite a while. All right. So let me just get into it because I would like to give the preview of the topic, but let me just kind of just jump right into it. I was thinking about the concept of accents, language and accents. So, starting point, English, and I'm going to take you to the place where I was born and raised up to the age of 18, and then I came to Uganda. Or rather, I came to the United States. And the country is right here, Uganda. Okay, Uganda, East Africa. Those of you that are old enough for Idi Amin, this is the flag. There's some other pictures, from Google Images about the country. So those of you that are not old enough for Idi Amin, a lot of you probably watched The Last King of Scotland, right? The Last King of Scotland. There it is. All right. Forest Whitaker did a really good job in this movie right here. Okay, and so so that's how you might be familiar with the country. And in Uganda, growing up, I was lucky to go to a good school. I was lucky because my parents, socioeconomic status wise, I could say upper middle class is what we were. Or, yeah, we still are, or we were. And my parents took me to good schools. Okay. I've been living in the United States for 20 years, and I don't know, from right when I got here, the school I went to a Catholic for primary school. I went to a boarding school, a Catholic boarding school, and then for high school I went to a private school, Taiba International. Primary school is a Mugwanya Prep Kaboja. This is a Brothers of Christian Instruction School, Mugwanya Preparatory School Kaboja, and so there, that's where I got my foundation when it comes to English, right? And English is the national language of the country, but it's very, it's like, so if I were to like pull up a map of the country here, um, map of Uganda, the way it's spoken. So first of all, first Whitaker's accent, he did a really good job in this movie, like I just already said, and what I mean by that is the fact that like, I think he did what's called what's the name of that term? I think it's called character acting or something like that. He took his time to just watch the videos online of Idi Amin, the real Idi Amin. In fact, let me just kind of type in that picture, and so and there are very many videos of Idi Amin on YouTube. Okay, so YouTube, and so when you look at the map of Uganda, Idi Amin was from, I believe, the West Nile region of the country. And a lot of, this is just, it's one of the videos. I'm not going to play it. I'm just, just kind of, I just want to show you. There's very many videos on YouTube about it. When you look at the map of Uganda, so here you go. And I believe he's from the West Nile region. His parents were, okay. I'm trying to. I wonder if I can pinpoint it on here. See, I haven't been in the country for quite a while, but like, so yeah, I think West Nile. So let's see. This is east, west. So I'd say somewhere like maybe here, not quite in the north, because, and then I don't want to get into the politics of it. But people from the Kampala, from the Uganda region, the Baganda, and this that's where the country gets its name from. Country's called Uganda, and again, that's just the British took the Baganda, Uganda, right? Ganda. It's a very distinct accent. Okay, I can try mimicking it, and I guess maybe I think growing up we used to the hallmark like the one the place, it's a town, Masaka, is where we used to kind of, is like, we used to call it the Masaka accent, what the Baganda, how they sound or whatever. So I'm trying to zoom in on Masaka here. And, it's okay. It's just, but, it's like, for instance, okay, primary one, we were learning, I'll never forget this, the English teacher wrote the sentence on the board, on the blackboard. And how many words? Let's see. 4 words. This is a book. And so she told us, repeat after me. This is a book. And I'll never forget all the kids going, most of all, I'll be honest, probably maybe me too, right? All of us go, this is a book. Basically, you add vowels at the end of every word, right? This, it doesn't just say this, it says this is, and then easy. It's like, it's kind of like you're adding an I to it. Book. Like, pronunciation is more like B-U-K-U, buku, like, right? Like, and the lady's like, oh, God, no. No, I didn't say, not, don't say it like that. So, she mimicked us. This is, not this is a book. This is a book. This is it. So the primary one is 6 years old, right? And so that's the kind of like because the way the instinct is to kind of speak the way you speak your language. People from the north tend to speak a very clear like their English tends to be really good. The ones that go to good schools. People from the north, for some reason, there's their accent. Like the kind of the main city there is Gulu. One of like really, I think that Gulu is like the northern. Should I say the capital? After the war, after the Coney War, it was really redone, and its streets look a lot more beautiful than Uganda, than Kampala, to be honest. Okay, so here you have it. So there's a lot of politics about accents, and then the one thing that I wanted to like touch on in the video, like for this video, I kept thinking about the fact that like it was a political thing for you to, let's say, have a British accent, right? If it's a real accent, you've lived in England, well, good for you. You have a British accent. If you've been in America, you're an American. Of course, there's a lot of people, British and Americans, that go to Uganda, etc. But the political thing of it was, if you fake the accent, if it's a fake accent, you know what I mean? And so here I am after 20 years in the United States. The goal for those of us that come here as immigrants, many of us, we want to fit in, right? All right, I should probably change. USA, USA, USA. All right, here you go. All right, so the goal for many of us is just to fit in. We just want to fit in, okay, when we come here. One question that I just really don't like, people hear me talk, people I meet, people what you have a bit of an accent. Where are you from? Oh God, I'm like, oh God, after 20 years of losing the damn accent, I still have it, right? Like, so in England, just quickly switching gears now. In England, I remember reading somewhere what they call received pronunciation. So the royal family, the way the aristocrats speak, the Cambridge accent or received pronunciation. Should I look it up real quick? Maybe, yeah, sure. Wiki received pronunciation. There you go. Okay, or the Cambridge accent. That's the way the royals speak. The funny thing, by the way, is the fact that when you hear the late, the current King Charles or the late Queen Elizabeth, when the way they speak, it's actually very similar to the Ugandan neutral accent. So when you meet a person, a Ugandan that went to good schools, right? They have this kind of accent where it's not quite British, but it's like a neutral. It's not the way that stereotypical accent from like in the movies like that Hollywood gives Africans. Which it's funny. I don't know. That accent sounds like, I guess it's just like a mixture of like just standard. I don't even know how to describe. Like for instance, I'm thinking of the Wakanda guy, another movie, not Wakanda Forever, but the first one, right? The way the guy speaks, and maybe the closest I can, the closest real accent I can think of that matches it is the one from South Africa, perhaps. The I don't know. Anyway, and so that's English. French, you have the same issue whereby in France, the way it's funny, I speak French, je parle français, I speak French, okay? I've been learning French for the past several years. Alors, maintenant, it's funny, the tenses are a problem with me. Um, mais je parle français, c'est la vérité. Et what I'm trying to say here is like the way the aristocrats speak, rather the ruling class. Like French presidents always, I'll never forget Jacques Chirac, right? Nous le français. Like it's very clear and it's a clear accent. And then when I meet people from West Africa, I have trouble understanding them when they speak their French. Okay, my nephew and nieces, Belgium, the Belgish, their accent is so thick. Arrête de mentir, right? So anyway, but all this, the point here is accents tend to be identifiers of socioeconomic class. Now, in the United States, are they more of a thing in the states? Yeah, at the end of the day, yes. And the states, for instance, you have the southern accent. And I guess the last question I just want to end off with before making my very last point is, what is the standard American accent? I read somewhere that it took on the name of the Brooklyn accent. Uh, but what is the standard American accent? Like maybe somebody from Kansas or something like that. What does like my nephew and niece, they're in Texas, but they don't have that twang, the Texas, should I call it a twang or the drawl, that southern drawl. At the end of the day, in conclusion, all right, I should say, the goal should be for us to just understand each other, right? Understand each other well. Um, so you want to speak clearly, express yourself clearly, and so that is the goal. So just regardless of what language you speak, I believe we should, just do your best to improve your public speaking skills, right? And to get accustomed to like listening to, if you're learning a language, for instance, you're learning French, you're learning Spanish, just know that maybe the Spanish of Latin America might not be the same as the Spanish of Spain and Europe. Okay, so I'm gonna end this video here. I just wanted to kind of just do this video because that was the idea of accents is what brought up this video right here. Okay, so I'm gonna end this here, and then I'm gonna quickly do another video about what's this video about the Papa Guru series, like the Papa Guru story that I just launched on YouTube, or rather on LinkedIn. Okay, over and out. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.